Hello everyone, this is Prashanti here, and thank you once again for giving me an opportunity to talk about books. So I'm actually kind of nervous to talk among crowd and all that, so bear with me, okay, if I stammer or something. So, as soon as you said this genre is about thriller, I was so excited, and I wanted to first talk about Sherlock Holmes, but I knew, like many people of you must be knowing Sherlock Holmes quite well. Then I thought I'll talk about Stephen King's Tommy Knockers. Did anybody read about that book? I don't know if you haven't heard of it. It's kind of scary. So I was scared when I read that. So since it's the month of April, I thought let me do a book on April Fools. So I chose this book, and it's written by Richie Tankersley. I can't read her name properly also. It was published in 1991, and she has 25 titles to her name. And many have been adapted as television series also and movies, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer and all that. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Did anybody watch that movie? I Know What You Did Last Summer. No idea. Chalo, that's a thriller. And the thrillers cannot be like, they are fun also, right? They are romantic and they also teach us so many lessons. So I think I like thrillers also. So it's a 218-page novel, and I've read it several times. So let me take you on a April Fool's ride, okay? The book cover is very exciting to look at. It's a doll stuffed in a, yeah, stuffed in a mailbox. It's all slashed up, and so it's a fairly interesting read. And the story starts with like, I know what you did last summer type, but it's very different. It's like this girl, her name is Glinda. She's a protagonist and a high school student, and she has two uncanny friends. Everybody has two uncanny friends, right? Frank and Hilda, and they convince her to come out one night, and they go for a drive. And they enjoy. They have a party on April 1st, and then they have a drink or two, and they get involved in a very gruesome accident. They collide into another car which is coming on the other side, and that it just gets thrown up into flames, and they don't know what to do because they're students, right? And that's when the nightmare starts. Linda wants to help and she feels responsible for what has happened, but Frank and Hilda, they convince her. They say there's nothing you can do. And they are supposed to be at home, actually, all three of them. Linda is supposed to be studying for an exam. Frank is supposed to be training for swimming, and Hilda was actually grounded for a bad behavior. And so all three of them are not supposed to be out, and now going and helping somebody during an accident, that is complete no, right? If the parents or people come to know, they'll be grounded again. So next time, I think if you people want to sneak out, don't do it in a car or something, okay? Anyway, it's a lockdown, you won't be going out. So frankly, now after that incident, which is not their fault actually, Frank gets scared since he's completely drunk and he's driving and all that, and the accident will ruin his high school dreams. And Hilda and Frank, they convince Linda to say that leave it, just leave it, okay. So after 2 weeks after the incident has happened, the pranks actually start happening again. So Linda is a girl who actually home tutors, so she can save money for a college fees, as her mother is a single parent and she's a nurse. And she doesn't want to burden her mother for college fees and all this. So she's called to home tutor a bright academic guy called Adam, who has been in a car accident recently. So now she starts getting scared to see him because she feels, is this the guy whom she actually collided with that day? And a nightmare actually starts, and she's faced with a situation whenever she sees him. And she comes to know that his father is in a coma state and he'll be like, he might pass on any moment. And this guy, his face is slashed, his leg is all crushed up and all. He has to drag, and also she gets scared to even look at him. And there's this butler or a chauffeur or a homekeeper, who Mr. Cobbs, and he's a shady type of character whom she she keeps encountering whenever she goes to Adam's house to tutor him. And then the house is also filled with all different kinds of pets, all these snakes, scorpions, and all kinds of poisonous stuff. So one night she has to actually stay back due to some mysterious circumstances. She gets to stay back, and then a viper is let loose and it tries to strangulate her and all that. So imagine a thriller being set like that. And then when she comes back home, she gets stalked, the window panes are knocked at, and horrible haunting gifts keep turning up at her doorstep and in a mailbox and all that. Little notes are reminded her of the accident that actually happened. So she's continuously taunted, and guilt is drawn into her heart. No, that's pretty scary. So, and Frank and Hilda try to keep telling that that incident and this incident is not related. But relief enters into her life when Adam's brother Newell, he comes in, and there's a small romantic interest between both of them. But again, it kinds of turns shady because Adam is also romantically inclined towards her, and everybody seems to be like sincere in the way they exist and in the way they do everything. So everybody seems to be a possible villain in the household, and everybody seems to be trying to murder Blinda. That's what she thinks. So every time there's a accident or something, it's either Mr. Cove, Newell, Adam, or even there's a stepmother character there who just seems to be getting out to her. So April Fool keeps, as the month keeps going on and on, she gets scared of every single thing. So Brenda feels she's at fault. She should have reported that car crash, and she should have at least checked upon who survived the car crash and all that, so that this wouldn't have been happening. And but you know what? Sincerely, I feel if she would have reported the car crash, we wouldn't have got a book to read, right? So Frank and Hilda are also attacked and they're kidnapped. And then I forgot to mention about a pizza incident where they get a free pizza and it's spiked with poison and all that. So the car brakes fail, and there's so many instances which keeps twisting and turning us into the book. Like, and the school suddenly seems to be deserted. She walks into the school to pick up a book in the library, and suddenly it goes deserted, and then she's stalked over there. And then when she's walking on lonely roads and all that. So April Fool's Day might be a prankster's day, but this turns out to be a real nightmare for Blinda. So when jokes really turn out to be real, and as each character is eliminated, the fool doesn't seem to be so foolish anymore. So I conclude saying that April Fool's Day is one book that you have to read if you want to get scared, actually. So that's all. Thank you.